So, in this voiceover, I'm going to talk about an incident that happened with me and my sister. I was probably in the fourth or fifth grade. My sister was, I want to say first or second grade. It was one of maybe kindergarten or first grade. Um, so here's the setting of this. So I was sitting in, we had a minivan. I was sitting in the front passenger seat of the minivan. My sister was sitting behind me in the back seat. My mom was inside one of her friend's house and she was visiting. It was very common for my mom to leave us in the car while she was visiting a friend or when she went into the mall or whatever. It was normal. It was common for us to be left in the car for half an hour, however long it took for my mom to do whatever she needed to do. Um, but this particular time, my sister was not having it. She was upset that my mom was taking forever, and I could feel her pain. But I think that I knew better than to throw a tantrum because our mom was taking too long. I think it just got to the point where like it became the normal, and I knew that if I was to act up, like there was gonna be some repercussions after the fact. So anyway, so my sister, she starts crying, and then her crying escalates within a matter of a couple of minutes to her throwing a full-on tantrum in the backseat of the car. So she's like screaming, she's crying. She starts kicking the back of my seat, and I mean, she is kicking it like she is like literally fighting for her life. And I'm like, can you go sit over in the other chair and kick the driver's seat? Nobody's sitting in the driver's seat. Why are you sitting behind my seat and kicking my seat? This isn't my fault. She wouldn't stop. She kept kicking and kicking and kicking and screaming and throwing stuff. And I asked her to stop. I don't know how many times. It got to the point where I started tearing up. And I lost it. I screamed at her one last time and said, "Stop kicking my seat." She wouldn't stop. She said, "No, no, no." And like I said, I lost it. I turned around and I hit her on her thigh. Now, when I turned back around in my seat, I looked to my right out of the passenger door window and saw my mom standing on the balcony with her friend, and she was looking directly at me, and I was like, oh my god. Like, she doesn't see any of what my sister's doing, but she sees me hitting her. So I could see my mom's nostrils just flaring up. When my mom's nostrils flared up, you knew she was mad. Like, she was livid. She went back inside the house, came down the stairs or however to get back to the main floor to come out the front door, open the gate. She opened the passenger door and she grabbed me and she just started hitting me. She was slapping me upside my head. She started punching me. She's yelling at me. And her friend was standing. It was an African lady. She was standing right next to her, and she's like, "Okay, like, I think that's enough." But she kept going until she was tired. And I'm trying to explain to her while she's beating me, like, I only did that because she's been kicking the back of my seat, and she's like, "I don't care, don't hit her," And I'm like, okay, so I'm just supposed to get my back kicked out because you're taking forever in these people's house? Like, how is that? How does make it make sense? Because it doesn't. So, after that little beat down, I got severe migraines, and I mean, it was weekly. It was a constant thing. Where I would get migraines, and it would feel like I couldn't even sit up in the bed. Like, it would feel like it felt like pounding, like me getting punched in the head. That's what I would feel. And it lasted for like years. My mom told me, though, she said it has nothing to do with that. Your dad's side of the family has migraines all the time. That's where you get it from. And I was, that's what it was. So I just believe, okay, this is something I inherited from my dad's side of the family. It has nothing to do with what my mom did at all. That could be true, but it just, there was never like an apology or anything. Like that's just what it was. Um, and there was like no repercussions for my sister whatsoever. She didn't care. I did get grounded for that though. She came in my room and she took our little old TV out, and I think we had like a PlayStation 2 at the time. Yeah, she took that out of the room too. It was a wrap with that for months actually.